Hey guys, welcome back to the e-commerce bartender. Today we're going to be talking about how to do your launch strategy. A launch strategy is very important because if you don't have one going into a product launch, you can waste a lot of time and a lot of money that you probably don't have. So that's what we're going to go over today. But before we do, I'm going to let you know that the previous video is always listed in the description below. And one more thing, I'm doing $1 coaching calls for 45 minutes. I know I've said that many times, but this is a value that you cannot get anywhere else, I promise. But let's go ahead and get right into it. So as you can see, the first thing I put was don't focus on one person's technique. I've always said you guys need to be researching other YouTubers that are giving out advice and just see where their credibility is and take their advice as well. I'm not the only Amazon seller out there, I promise. So let's dive into the rest of the overview. So the first thing I have, what consists of a good launch strategy? The first bullet point I have is take no more than 25 keywords from your Cerebro search. So we've done the Cerebro search before on our magnetic balls and magnetic cubes, and we're going to take 25 words that are in our reach to rank for quickly. These are going to be the lower competitive keywords that we only have to make a couple sales to get ranked on that first page. I'll actually be going over this a little bit more in this next video after this one. The next thing I have is build up your keyword pyramid. That's kind of reiterating the fact that we want to use those small keywords that we're going to try to rank for at first and put them at the bottom and start with those and work our way up to the big ones. You know, it's going to take a long time, but you have to be patient. The next thing I have is what should be my pricing strategy? This is very important, guys, and a lot of people don't talk about this enough. When you launch your product, you are not going to be profitable for a while. It's going to take months. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It never has been, okay? So when it comes down to it, this is how I like to do it. For the first couple of weeks, I suggest selling at below the lowest price in your market. Just a little bit lower so you get those sales and you start ranking for those keywords organically. And then I do 3 price changes at 3-week intervals. That's typically what I do, guys, but these are just guidelines. Follow everything you research and do your due diligence to figure out what you think will work best in your market. Let's move on to the next bullet point. In a month or so after the launch, find a couple of micro-influencers to promote your product on their platform. Make sure you have a keyword attached to the link in the 2-step URL. I'm not going to go over the 2-step URL probably in this course, but it will probably be in a video in another time later on. If you want me to do this, put it in the comments below and I'll try my best to get to it as quickly as possible. But when you go and find a micro-influencer, make sure you find one that's literally targeted towards your market. You don't want to get a micro-influencer that has no business promoting your product. You're not going to get conversions, and if you pay for that person to do it, you're probably not going to see your money back. So make sure you choose a micro-influencer that is definitely in your market. And another thing is, guys, you will find that there's a lot of small micro-influencers that literally won't even charge you. They just want a product to put on their page just so they have something to post about. So sometimes you could find a bunch of really small time people and that could pay off tremendously. The next thing we have up is become your own influencer. This can be a very powerful move, guys. While you're going through your research stage to study your markets, launch a YouTube channel. Like we were talking about before, the magnetic cubes and the magnetic balls had channels out there where people were making their own designs and promoting their own product. Start to create a following before you even launch that product. And if you launch that with your channel, that can be extremely powerful and very profitable for you as well in 2 different streams, a YouTube stream even, and your Amazon stream. So always keep stuff like that in mind. The next thing up is sign up for Amazon's early reviewer program. You can locate this under the advertising tab in your Seller Central account. Guys, this is a very powerful program. As you know, reviews are king, especially in the beginning when launching your product. This will help you get your first 5 reviews real quick. The thing is, it kind of costs. It's going to cost you about $20 per review, but it's totally worth it. The next thing up we have is write down your product launch strategy and stick to it, guys. If you're constantly making changes and not letting your product just run for a while, you will not be able to see what's working and what's not working. Like your PPC strategy, your pricing intervals, you won't see what you're converting. You'll just be a mess and you'll make blind decisions that will just cost you a ton of money. All right, guys, following that up, I just want to let you know I appreciate your patience. I know my video making skills are subpar at best. You know, it's something that I hope to outsource in the future, but right now I'm just going to give you all the free content and all the cheap coaching calls I can possibly do for right now. Be prepared for a video tomorrow. We're doing that Cerebro video for the 25 keywords. You guys have a great day and take care. Thank you.